but you took a very roundabout way of answering and so many things which we are not interested in.
What all use of AI do you think you can make to make life of people better?
Tell me, what is disaster management?
What is difference between nomina and phenomena in philosophy?
Your sitting posture is fine. Your voice level is good, both in terms of volume as well as speed.
May I come in, sir?
Yes, please.
Good morning, sir.
Good morning. Please take your seat. So, you're Mr. Mohammed Salah.
Yes, sir.
Is it the right pronunciation?
Yes.
Mohammed Salah, right?
Yes.
So, Salah, to begin with, I want you to introduce yourself to the board.
My name is Mohammed Salah. I am coming from Vaikam Taluk in Kottayam of Kerala. I completed my engineering from NIT Calicut in 2016. Then I was working as a teacher for almost 5 years. I did a fellowship with Teach for India where I worked as a government school teacher, and then with an academy, and then another ed sector startup called QMath. And I started my preparation, and this is my first UPSC interview.
How many attempts have you given?
6th attempt.
6th attempt. So,
You're an OBC?
Yes, sir.
So, Mohammed Salah, you did your BTech from NIT.
Yes, sir.
And then you went on to become a teacher rather than actually going to the corporate and serve for which you were trained.
Yes, sir.
Why you took that turn?
In my final year, there was a orientation session by Teach for India, and they were talking about the education inequality in our society. I found that idea very pious because they were not asking for any material contribution. They were asking us for time, and that too for 2 years, where we can educate people in an underprivileged school. So I just wanted to try that out, and then it was just 2 years of my life. So I signed up for Teach for India, and I loved teaching them. So I continued with teaching for 2 more years.
Okay. So I'm sure then you must be analyzing the new education policy and the education policy very deeply.
Yes, sir. A little.
Tell me, if we look at 75 years post-independence, what are the regions where we still have underprivileged? In terms of education, there is disparity. What are the policy issues that we failed to tackle in last 75 years that has resulted that we still need Beti Bachao, Beti Padhao thing?
I feel that we focused a lot on quantity. We were able to get almost all our primary school children in school around 2018, but we focused less on quality. I have seen children in 8th standard who are not able to read at 2nd standard textbook. So I feel that we as a country, we focused a lot on quantity, and we are successful. Again, our education is mostly for getting a job. We are not able to inculcate values and mindset in our children. And there is a problem of our technocrats are not politically literate, which is also one important thing that I feel that we should work on, our exposure.
You're talking about politicization of bureaucracy?
No, sir. We are not, even our people are not able to understand who is their MLA and MP, which is a very big challenge.
Your mother tongue is Malayalam.
Yes, sir.
If we look at the 8th schedule of Indian Constitution,
Yes.
can you tell me which article they are associated with?
I'm sorry, sir, I cannot recollect.
There were 14 languages when the Constitution started, and
Yes,
there
sir.
are 8 languages are added.
Yes.
But no language from the South India is added in the 8th schedule post-independence. That's strange. Why is it so? South India has just 4 languages and that they are added, that's the case? Or the linguistic diversity of South India is deliberately ignored?
I don't feel that linguistic diversity of South India is ignored, because we have an official language act that came up in 1960s, and we were able to accommodate South Indian languages in their regional administration, but at the national level.
But there are just 4 major languages.
Yes, sir. But
And I'm sure South India has more than 4 languages. If you have language as distant as Nepali in the 8th schedule, you have 2 languages from Bihar, 3rd language is still claiming to be part of 8th schedule, and no language other language other than Malayalam from Kerala, other than Tamil from Tamil Nadu, other than Telugu from Telangana and Andhra Pradesh. Why?
I feel there is a demand for adding Tulu in 8th schedule right now, and there are multiple dialects of Tamil. There is a different Tamil in Kongu Nadu, which is a part of Tamil Nadu. But the problem is there is a political support for these South Indian states are linguistically homogeneous. So they want to portray that there is a single language that is representing their state. But again, with most of the South Indian languages, they are of the same origin. Even people who are speaking Tulu, they are in Kasaragod and Mangalapuram of Kerala and Karnataka, they speak the state languages also. So there is not much support coming from the state itself for including these languages. This is according to my knowledge, limited knowledge.
Anyways, thank you.
Thank you. You are from Kottayam.
Yes, sir.
And you were also in the NSS, National Services Scheme.
I was associated with NSS in college, sir.
Yeah, fair enough. So where else would you be associated with it? You could be if you are in the ministry as its joint secretary. What is the connection between Kottayam and NSS?
There is another, sir, the NSS that I have associated in college was National Saving Scheme, but Kottayam is famous for Nayar Service Society, which is based in Changanasheri.
And your NSS, the first NSS you mentioned is the National Water Scheme?
Service scheme, which is mostly I associated when we were doing an event in college.
Yeah.
But in Kottayam, we have a NSS, which is Nayar Service Society, which is one of the strongest caste organizations in Kerala.
No, I am not talking about the Nayar Society at all. This NSS, Kottayam became the first fully literate district in the country,
Yes.
thanks to the NSS. Were you aware of this?
Yes, sir. It was mostly Mahatma Gandhi University. There was a professor at Mahatma Gandhi University, K.V. Abraham. So he was the NSS in charge, and there is R.V. Rabia, who was also associated with Mahatma Gandhi University. So these people took up that initiative. It was mostly by NSS and district administration.
You know, the Kottayam should be proud that you were the first fully literate city in the country.
Yes, sir.
And you should be doubly proud that NSS did it.
Yes,
but you took a very roundabout way of answering and so many things which we are not interested in. Mahatma Gandhi, the institute, this institute, that institute. Point is that NSS made Kottayam the first fully literate district, and that should have been your instant answer in one sentence.
I'm sorry, sir. I didn't know the contribution of NSS in it.
Oh, you did not know. That's what I suspected, and you
Yes,
admitted. So that's something you should be proud of. Now, a little bit about NSS. You were a member of NSS for 2 years, were you not?
I have associated I was conducting an event in college, and NSS gave me support for it.
Oh, so okay, indirectly. But you don't know about the NSS scheme?
NSS scheme, I'm not very sure of that, sir. I'm not very fluent with that event scheme.
Okay. Mohammad Saleh, who is the most famous Mohammad Saleh in the world?
Egyptian footballer, sir.
What position does he play?
I don't follow football at all, but I know that we share the same birthday, year and month.
Everything? Oh,
yes, sir.
Okay. Yeah, yet you don't follow football.
But
do you follow Saleh?
I follow Saleh because we share the same birthday, so a lot of my friends.
So what do you know about him besides football?
Besides football, he has a very strong political stance, which I appreciate. And also, he come from a village in Egypt, and he adopted that village, and he adopted the development of that village. He plays with, I know, in my limited knowledge, I know that he plays with Liverpool. Recently, when there was an argument on Palestine, he took up a very strong stand, which I appreciate.
Yeah. Have you also adopted a village?
No, sir.
No, not yet.
Not yet.
All right. Thank you.
Saleh, you've been editor of various magazines at your college and all that.
Yes, sir.
Can you recall the name of some very famous editors of newspapers in India who have been kind of the doyens of newspaper industry?
Yes, sir. There was Sodeshabhimani Ramakrishna Pilla. He was also from Kerala. He was one of the very famous freedom fighters. He was deported to Andamans for criticizing British. And then again, Subramanya Iyengar. He was from Tamil Nadu. He was the founder of Hindu newspaper. He was also very famous because of the quality of the newspaper that it is still keeping is because of the legacy that he created.
So, all right. So, what are the qualities that a good editor should have? And do you think you have those qualities so that potentially you can be the editor of the Hindu newspaper at one day?
I feel a good editor should have a objectivity when it comes to matters, different matters, because they are sending information to the masses. Objectivity is the first most important quality that any editor should have. Second is good command in language, because the quality will be delivered at the right amount only when the person can use the vocabulary at the right places. And third, sensitivity is very important. When they are reporting for example, a communal issue, they should be knowing the right amount of content that they need to deliver to the public. So sensitivity is very important. And again, they should have a dedication to public service. They need to know that they are doing a public welfare job. It's not just providing information. So a social initiative, they should report social initiative, something that creates positive impact for the community.
Okay. And do you think you have those qualities?
I believe that I have those qualities, sir.
Okay. So, you are an engineer by training.
Yes.
And we are in the age of AI.
Yes.
If you were made the collector of some district, what all use of AI do you think you can make to make life of people better?
AI can be an excellent medium to communicate with people, because AI can, instead of using a translator, we can use AI and people can have direct communication with the administration. Again, I have found AI as a very good, I have seen it in multiple private websites where we can use AI for medical help. Like even our government is using it in e-Sanjeevani. For most of the health related issues, AI has excellent data, and for lifestyle diseases and for many medical purposes, AI can be an excellent help. Again, disaster management. AI is very good at using big data analysis to predict disasters, which is a really good use of AI. And
how will you use that at the district level? I mean, I understand the points that you are making, but how will you use it at the district level?
File management is again an important thing, sir. At district level, AI can be a very good help. When RTI, we need most of the people who are filing RTI, they wait a very long time and we have a lot of pending cases. So at district level, for getting an information on a property, on any legal matter, AI can be an excellent help. This is, in my limited knowledge, this is what I feel that AI can do.
I recently saw a small video of Elon Musk getting his hair cut by a robot. You think it is going to cause a lot of unemployment?
AI can replace human intellect, but AI cannot replace human consciousness, because we ourselves don't know.
Well, that's a slogan, but will it, I mean, if all the hairdressers of the country are jobless, what will you do?
Sir, I don't really believe robots can replace human beings, because at the end of the day, people need AI only if the AI has a human master. So I don't think it will affect jobs to some extent, but it will create a lot of jobs. And the goal is skilling the people. If we can skill our hairdresser, our local hairdresser, to use AI and robot in a particular way, he will make more money and it will create more jobs, sir. This is what I feel. AI can destroy a lot of jobs which require automation, which will come with automation, AI and robots. But specialized skills won't be completely taken over by AI. And people always need a human master over AI. We don't go for a heart operation if there is no human being around. This is what I feel.
Okay.
Salah, you mentioned the point of AI being used for disaster management.
Yes.
And your state, Kerala, suffered last year a massive landslide disaster. Tell me, what is disaster management?
Disaster management is it is reducing the amount of impact on human beings and infrastructure while increasing the resilience of the communities around and the infrastructure against impending disasters. So it is once the disaster happens, it is about relief, rescue and rehabilitation. Before this disaster, it is mostly about prevention, mitigation and preparedness.
Okay. Is the word disaster mentioned in 7th schedule?
No, sir.
Then how come government has made NDMA Act?
NDMA Act was passed after 2004 tsunami, and in my limited knowledge, I believe that it was based on the demands by different state governments.
But how could have union government passed a National Disaster Management Act, and it has such large powers that during the course of the disaster it can take over the control of the state government without the word disaster being mentioned in the 7th schedule?
I'm not very sure of how that happened, sir.
Okay. So you are a biotechnology engineering graduate.
Yes.
What is biosecurity?
Biosecurity is the security side of biotechnology products. It deals with how a biotechnology product can affect human health or animal life or ecology in general.
Okay. And what is synthetic biology?
Synthetic biology deals with I'm sorry, I'm not very sure of how to
Okay. Just one last question from the biotechnology. What is BCI, brain computer interface?
Brain computer interface helps our computers and our automation systems to directly communicate with our brain cells, and also to send and receive our thoughts and our actions. Recently it came into news because Elon Musk introduced something called a chip, which can directly communicate with brain. The brain can communicate with the computer.
Okay, thank you.
Yes.
Salah, since you have studied philosophy,
Yes.
let's talk more about this subject.
Sure, sir.
What is logical positivism and how it helped in beginning of modern Western philosophy?
Logical positivism was a philosophical school which started in Vienna in 1920s. It was against reducing the speculative element in philosophy and also making it more realistic.
So, what are the speculative elements of philosophy?
So, philosophy was mostly dealing with metaphysics, and also there is an idea of there are a lot of idealistic elements like things that are not based on logic.
Okay.
So, they wanted to bring philosophy more logical, and in the modern Western society, this logical positivism actually increased the materialistic it created scientific temper. At the same time, it also produced more materialistic ideas.
So, metaphysics rejection is the main aim of logical positivism.
Yes, sir.
But metaphysics itself focuses on two main aspects as far as my understanding is concerned:
Yes.
idealism and materialism.
Yes.
So, metaphysics also talks about materialism. So, what materialistic aspect logical positivism is talking about, which metaphysics does not deal in?
There is a element of supernatural and spirituality which is associated with, for example, afterlife, and there are a lot of arguments and counter arguments on things that are beyond human capability. Logical positivism actually brought, there is an idea of cause-effect relation and things like that in philosophy. So, logical positivism was kind of a debate that every knowledge that we have should be logically coherent. So, it actually brought an idea of bringing an element of scientific temper into the society.
What is difference between noumena and phenomena in philosophy?
Noumena and phenomena are the norms that Immanuel Kant brought into the world. Noumena means afterlife, beyond human capability of understanding. Phenomena
so does it mean only afterlife or something else?
It is mostly noumena deals with what is beyond human capability, and phenomena is within the human capability. So,
Afterlife means after death or something which is in itself and cannot be understood by us.
Immanuel Kant calls noumena supernatural, beyond human capability.
Okay.
And phenomena is within human capability.
So, right now this glass of water
Yes, sir.
we are seeing.
Yes.
In terms of noumena, what would be your comment about this glass of water?
In terms of noumena, in terms of phenomena, I can talk about phenomena.
Okay.
If I talk about that water in terms of nomina, even Kant calls it transcendental illusion. It's just an illusion which is beyond my capability.
That
So I
means
cannot talk about nomina.
It might not be a glass of water, it might be something else in itself.
Yes, it might be, if it is something supernatural.
Okay.
Kant says that if I make a comment on it, I am going beyond philosophy. It's called a transcendental illusion, which is a kind of ignorance.
Okay. What is the difference between philosophy and ideology?
Ideology is a product, I would say ideology is a product of philosophy. Usually ideology comes first, philosophy follows. Buddhism was an ideology which is based on a personal experience of Buddha, but philosophy followed it.
One quick question.
Yes, sir.
From Stoics' perspective, are we born to live or become successful?
From a Stoic's perspective, it is just about survival. It's not about success, because Stoics won't see world beyond their mere survival and beyond their happiness.
Okay, thank you. Thank you, sir.
Okay, Salah, before we let you go, since you were studying philosophy and you were very engrossed into it,
Yes,
tell me what are logical philosophy, logical fallacy actually, and especially I would like to know about, say, the ad hominem fallacy, if you've heard of it.
I haven't heard about ad hominem fallacy, sir, but logical fallacies are when we try to use our knowledge to prove something that are beyond human capability, it leads to something called antinomies. So Immanuel Kant calls logical fallacies as antinomies. It mostly happens. Let's say when I try to explain God through logic, God is someone who is beyond logic. So it creates a fallacy. I feel that I have a knowledge, but it is not actually knowledge. This is what Kant's explanation of logical fallacy. So he divides it into when we try to know ourselves, our psychology, which is beyond our logic. He call it one logical fallacy when we try to understand our psychology. When we try to understand the world beyond our world, it is another logical fallacy related to cosmology, and then there is one with related to God that I have mentioned in the beginning.
Fine, Salah, it was nice talking to you. Your interview is over, you can go now.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
Come, Salah, please sit down.
Thank you, sir.
So, Salah, it is going to be a first interview,
Yes, sir.
and your interview is on 17th of January,
Yes.
which is not really very far. You are happy with your performance?
I am. I
Yeah.
am happy with my performance.
And what are the areas you still need to improve?
I didn't know that NSS actually played a role in illiteracy of Kottayam, so which I need to read a little more.
Okay. I mean, it's not just about NSS, but read Kottayam more. So obviously, you'll be reading about the
Yes.
NSS, and it being the first district, it's some kind of an achievement, right?
Yes.
So I'm sure you'll be taking care of that. Let's talk about your interview today. You're definitely a very good candidate. Board members are unanimous in this conclusion that you're a good candidate. Your communication is very good. You're going to do really well there. I mean,
sir.
subject to your performance on that day,
Okay,
right? Coming to specifics, in general, your walk-in is good. Your sitting posture is fine. Your voice level is good, both in terms of volume as well as speed. Sometimes
Okay.
it appears for fraction of seconds, sometimes it appears it's a little faster at a few places, but it's good. It's good in
Okay.
the sense that it's not monotone. Sometimes you have a fast, your speed is a little high, but otherwise on other occasions
Okay.
it's better. So it's okay. But you have this tendency of hand movement a lot, right? Mostly it was okay, but you had a lot of right hand movement. Especially when you're trying to make a point, you are kind of having this. Look at the video carefully. You'll realize what I'm referring to. I'm not saying to become something static. I'm not even saying do something which is not natural to you, but make sure that it is not distracting.
Okay.
Right? That is one thing you can do. Otherwise, your eye contact is good. Your flow is very, very good. The strength of you in the entire interview was that when you are given space to express yourself, especially in the area of abstract, you are able to handle well. Your analysis is very good. It is sometime make sure, I mean, we were very impressed, but that was because we more or less agreeing with most of the things you are saying,
Okay.
right? That may not be the case there.
Okay.
So I'm just saying that don't curb your natural self. That is important. Your analysis is good. For smart candidate like you, I usually suggest to make sure that you are able to give these leading answers, so
Okay.
that board is going in the direction of your strength
Okay.
rather than your weakness.
Okay.
Right? If you're able to give leading answers, the board is most likely to take those weights and get into the abstract. And since
Yes, sir.
philosophy is your subject, it's very much possible
Yes, sir.
to drive the board to a particular, but it should not be very overt. It shouldn't appear that you're doing it,
Yes,
because
sir.
they are smart people, they are able to guess it, and they end up saying, okay, we realize what you are trying to do, we will not take that bait.
Yes, sir.
right? But you can try it once or twice in the entire interview, not more than
Yes,
that.
sir.
Right? But overall, I must say that things are very good. This justification of your gap or the employment thing, it is good, though it's not very convincing.
Okay,
So
sir.
I'm not saying change it, but look at the way you're delivering it. Can
Okay.
it be more convincing?
Yes,
right?
sir.
Other things are in place. I'm really happy about the whole conversation. I'm sure you'll do very good
Yes, sir.
on 17th of January.
Thank
right?
you, sir.
Is there anything you want to ask?
Sir, my hand movements, I have been trying to control it, but
So you already know of the problem.
yes,
right?
that's why I keep it here, but
Right.
it comes
See,
natural.
it wasn't, I've seen a lot more hand movement with the people. I mean, very
okay, sir.
vigorous I've seen. So it wasn't that bad. In fact,
Okay.
it wasn't bad at all, but it was my duty to point it out.
Okay,
That's what
sir.
I did. So look at the video carefully.
Sure,
You'll
sir.
realize if you think you can further control it, do it. Otherwise, let it go. Don't worry about
Yes,
it.
sir.
Right?
Yes, sir.
Other things are in place.
Okay.
All the best.
Thank you.
Yes.
Thank you. Thank you, sir.